How you guys doing? No fat. How you guys doing? Fat day. Oh well. How you guys doing? No fat. Well, this is obviously you guys see the title of the video. Well, obviously unless I've been kidnapped, killed, or I died, or otherwise, you guys know. If it's been more than 2 days, I've relapsed. That's a guarantee. If I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 days, I've definitely relapsed. No, not 2 days. If it's two, you might be a little concerned. If it's three, I guarantee bust that nut. Um, now I would have came back immediately. I mean, no doubt. But being busy and all that, and obviously, well, I don't know why I don't know why my voice sounds deeper right now. I don't know why. It sounds deep right now. I don't know. Um, maybe because I have a little cold or whatever, but my voice sounds a little deep right now. But I actually just busted another nut about almost an hour ago, in the morning, around like 10:50 something. And okay, but pretty much I went on a 36. I mean, I forgot. I mean, the video count says like 33 something like that. But as far as like the actual days, like the actual like count of the actual day I was on, it was like day 36 or something like that. And so I did technically pass. I did pass my last streak of 34 days. I just wasn't able to make it. I didn't make those two videos. So I was on like day 36 or something like that, 36 and a half, 37, one of those days. And so yeah, so I got to pass my last streak. You know, kind of late with the videos, not on time, waiting too late, and so that's why I wasn't like up to par with the days of where I was supposed to be. But anyway, anywho, it doesn't matter. So I relapsed after this streak, and initially I only busted like one nut, and I know like my guy, the Ultimate Fox says, it's hard to just bust one nut and then be satisfied with that because you're gonna feel like that nut was shit, and you're gonna go back and do it again to to um to get that really good feeling. Which when I initially busted that nut, it was like it literally lasted like 15 minutes. It didn't last that long because if you go a long while without busting nuts, um, just naturally just naturally you're gonna want to make up for lost, quote unquote, make up for lost time if you just bust one nut and then think that's gonna be it. The urge is gonna be coming for you. You're gonna get like stronger urges, like really, like just like it's gonna be crazy, like chase effects. But like when I busted nut, I think the longest I went was like a day without busting another nut, and obviously I caved in because and I wasn't even I don't even think I was on like a 34-day streak or 36-day streak or whatever when the last time I busted one nut and then binge immediately. Um, I think it's on like day 12, 13, 14, in that 2 week mark. And so yeah, man. This streak, I busted up on like 36 days, whatever the day was. And I said, okay, okay. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get chase face, but I'm not going to binge because one release in 34 days, one release in 35, 36 days. It's not one of these 35 days is not gonna set you all the way back to the beginning. That's just logical because you don't bust one nut and just lose everything. It doesn't work like that. It's all about progress. It's all about giving your brain ample time to rest. And so when you don't bust that nut and when you don't bust that nut um, in 34 days, your brain's gonna want to make up for that time that it lost because it's been a while. So after you bust that first nut, you open the floodgates, so your brain's gonna be like, okay, we need more, we need more. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm literally not. I'm just gonna be the first time in like a long ass time since I first started no fap. Then I'm gonna bust one nut and let that be. The reason why I was able to bust one nut and let it be for that day, back in the day when I first started no fap, was because like the months previously before starting, I was busting like maybe 1 or 2 nuts every day. And so when you first start no fap, couple days in, you get the urge, you bust one nut, you really pissed off yourself. Because when I first started no fap, I ain't gonna lie, it's for the quote unquote female attraction, confidence and all that stuff. And so whenever I relapse, I'd be really low, and I'm like, fuck, I relapse, man. And it literally be like one time, and I'd be satisfied. I wouldn't even have any chase effects. And but that's because like literally a couple of days or maybe a couple of days previously, you know a couple of days a week previously, I was literally just busting 2 nuts a day. And so you bust one on no fab, you're not gonna crave another nut like that because you literally were just busting a couple nuts a day, like before all for like years before you finally discover no fab. So one nut is gonna if you bust that one nut when you first start no fab, you're gonna be satisfied. But as you go on with no fab, you start getting higher streaks. And your brain's not get used to busting those consistent nuts every day. Whenever you do relapse after long, it could even be 7 days or whatever. Your brain's gonna want it's gonna make up for those lost days. And so, because again, when we were addicted to this stuff, obviously, we were busting multiple nuts a day, and it was just like it was crazy. So when we try to stop, um, so when we try to stop, um, it's good. I mean, obviously it's gonna be hard, but like if you bust one nut, you're gonna be pretty satisfied because you literally was doing that, busting 1 or 2 nuts for like years, and so you bust one nut, you release after 2 days, it's gonna be an intense ass nut, but you're gonna be like relieved. But fast 4 years later, you still doing no fab, still on streaks. 34 days, you bust one after 34 days, your brain's gonna want to make it for lost time. And so I was pumping myself up like, man, I was YouTube articles. That's when relapse set yourself back. Now I've done this many times where I bust a relapse and I say, okay, cool. I'm not gonna bust any more nuts. I'm gonna do one day and that's it. I'm just gonna keep on. But obviously that can be really difficult to do because chase effects will definitely set in. And so I was looking at articles, the same articles I was reading before when I relapsed after a long streak, and I'm only busting one nut. And I said, okay, cool. I'm not gonna bust any more nuts. Yeah, obviously, one nut's not gonna set you all the way back. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like a couple of days, 35 days, I'm gonna literally be feeling like I felt on 34-day streak. 35-day streak, even more jazzed up though, because I'm chasing fake urges inside of me. So I'm even more jazzed up. So I ended up going like 3 days, 3.5 days of not busting a nut. So yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. Going 3.5 days without but after only busting one nut. So I busted one nut in like 38 days or something like that. And then everything crashed down when I busted that second nut. I think it was at nighttime. I busted that second nut a couple days later after that. And then the doctor said, okay, I busted 2 nuts in about 39, 40 days. Cool, man. That's not gonna. You playing a fighter game. You get hit with a big ass kick. A chunk of your health energy goes down. You don't just die because a dude kicked you one time with a big ass kick. And now there's some games where you get kicked the shit out of, and your whole bar just go down. But that's different bosses, and it's not that deep. That's just like the fighting games where you get hit like with a big ass blow, and your power goes down like a big chunk. But eventually, guess what it does? Like literally, not even that long. Like over like 10 seconds. It's like charges. You can charge yourself up. Especially I'm playing a Dragon Ball Z game where you can like charge yourself up in the corner. Like get away from the enemy and kind of charge yourself up. And your meter will start to build up. Same thing. If you bust one, you're gonna lose a chunk of your energy and quote unquote superpowers. But you're not going to just literally like just lose all your health bar and just like die. That's not gonna happen. And so I was like, okay, 2 nuts in 40 days. I'm good. A couple days later, I busted the third nut. I'm like, okay, now it's getting to that point where it's like I've said before, you bust 2 nuts in like whatever amount of days. Okay, not too bad, but you bust that third nut, you start busting that third nut. Now you going into that zone to where it's gonna be really difficult to get out of. So I've been in this one a lot. So I bust that third nut. I'm like, damn, bro. Okay, I gotta stop like now. Go 2 more days. Bust another nut this morning. So that's 4 nuts in 42 days, which is kind of funny, but still, I mean, it's not the most devastating relapse that I've ever had. It's not even close because I busted 4 or 5 nuts literally a day after relapse, kept to a long streak, or no, I bust like 4 or 5 nuts in a day. Then go a couple more days and bust 2 more. Then go a couple days bust 2. Then go a couple days bust 2, 3 more nuts. So I've had some terrible binges, but the fact that I'm going, I busted one nut that one day, going a couple days busting another. So the fact that I'm kind of like spreading out, I'm done now. I'm ready to get back on track. But the fact that I was able to just not just bust like 6 nuts in like a day, and didn't have to still deal with change the first couple days later, didn't have to bust more nuts. It's pretty good because that means I didn't in every single relapse I've done, it hasn't been more than like 20 minutes. I don't think, and so it's been relatively quickly. Besides besides one was like 25 minutes, something like that. So 25, 30 minutes, something like that. But especially the first one was like quick as shit. Second one was pretty quick. And so it's like I wasn't just like searching for hours or whatever, then finding the right scene, then finally busting. It wasn't all that, and so rather than me busting 6, 7, 8 nuts in one day, then continue going on a couple of days, then busting one nut. That's pretty that's pretty, you know, I'm not gonna say impressive, but I mean it's definitely an upgrade of what I was doing. And the issue is if a couple more days go by and I bust another nut, which I'm not gonna do, that's when the roller coaster is going down and I've lost all my health bar and I got to stop back from the top. But I'm pretty. I would say I would say I'm definitely saying I'm pretty close to that now. I can't you know, couple nuts is fine, but you start busting 3, 4 nuts, then you get to a point where it's like, okay, now you you know you getting close to getting back to where you were in the beginning. But I wouldn't even say that because you bust one nut and like after 35 days, then you go a couple days, you kind of build your energy back up, bust one nut, and you have to build. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but the days whatever doesn't really matter because I busted like 4 nuts in like 41, 42 days, and so I mean. Like I said, I busted 5, 6 nuts in one session in one day before, and then proceeded to bust more nuts the next day or the day after, or the day after. So you know, it's definitely an upgrade. But obviously with relapses, I don't know what it is, but you guys when you're talking to people, it's like I remember I was in the line of Starbucks and I was doing my order and my voice like cracked speaking to the cashier, not because I was nervous or whatever, but I was just talking regularly and like bam, that's the worst thing happens, but not the worst thing. It's not that big of a deal, you know. Things happen, but when you're talking to somebody and like your voice, especially a female, your voice like cracks. We've all heard that before. We all experienced that before. Your voice like kind of cracks, and then I don't know what it is, but people it's really awkward when you're talking and your voice like goes really high and it cracks. It's like, oh, what the fuck was that? Then you kind of like think about like, oh damn. Like I was in line, I was like, okay, I was talking, my voice cracked, and I was like, okay, I know what this is for. It's that relapse. Okay, I can expect this. I can expect this. I'm used to it by now. My voice, I'm talking somehow. Okay, I know it's because I relapsed. Okay, I know this. You can't really talk straight. You can't look people in the eye. You can't, like all over the place. Best typically with a binge, but only busted one up. But even still, you know, the effects were still kind of lingering, and so well, actually, when I was, I think I had busted two. I had busted that second nut fairly close. I busted that second nut I think by that time. And so my voice, I was talking to my voice like cracking. I was like, okay, fuck. Well, I know why, but obviously because it's a relapse. But I mean, yeah, man. And so, I mean,